16 WAPT News Live at 5 starts now.
What can the rest of the country learn from Mississippi?
Exclusive one-on-one with Michelle Obama. 16 WAPT's Megan West sits down with the First Lady in Clinton. Why she says Mississippi parents need to make some hard choices.
Well, after a gorgeous day today, things are going to change. A cold forecast at 5.
New at 5, First Lady Michelle Obama visits Clinton today, and 16 WAPT has the exclusive one-on-one interview. I'm Darren Dito. We will talk with Stephanie live in just 1 minute. Today, the First Lady joined hundreds of dignitaries at Northside Elementary to celebrate a major milestone. The First Lady says Mississippi has seen a 13% reduction in childhood obesity since 2010. She chose the Clinton School District because that school took on new policies starting 5 years ago for healthy lunches. While every news outlet had a chance to see those public comments, 16 WAPT's Megan West was the only reporter who got a chance to sit down one-on-one with the First Lady. That exclusive interview just wrapped up a few minutes ago. Here's just a part of the 16 WAPT exclusive.
So let's jump right in here. 3 years of your Let's Move campaign. You're here because we've seen this 13% drop in childhood obesity in Mississippi. What can the rest of the country learn from Mississippi?
I think leadership is key, number one. We have a governor, we have the state legislature, the state board of ed, schools, principals all coming together, making the right decisions for this community. School-based model, changing school lunches and breakfasts have really had an impact because that's where kids are getting so many of their calories. Implementing physical education, physical exercise back into the life of kids. We know kids should be getting 60 minutes a day, and most kids aren't getting anywhere near that.
And, we're proud of this 13% drop, but I guess you've got to ask what's next, and what would you say is the worst challenge for our fight against obesity?
Well, what's next is more of it. I mean, we're seeing progress, but we still have a long way to go. In Mississippi, we still have to see those numbers decline in the African American and Latino communities, because in those communities we see disparities in obesity rates as we do in all other health outcomes, and we really need to keep drilling down so that we see these results across all communities.
We also saw you at the Oscars this past week. It feels like you've been having a lot of fun, at least the past few days and weeks. Is that the case?
Well, yeah, it's been fun. I always have fun when I can spend time with kids and in communities out on the road. I think the president and I are both like that. We both, just get our energy from being with folks in this country. And today, we're starting our tour. I'm spending great time here, but we're on our way to Chicago, and I'm going to be with thousands of kids. We're making an unprecedented announcement about getting more physical activity into public schools. So, yeah, I'm always happiest when I'm dancing and playing and getting kids to move and delivering messages that I think somehow will impact their life and move them on a path that will ensure that they're happy and successful people in life.
Of course, we will have much more from Megan West's exclusive one-on-one interview with the First Lady tonight at 6 and 10 o'clock. 16 WAPT's Tammy Eswood continues our team coverage now with a look at security. She spent the day outside the campus where police blocked off traffic in several directions.
There's only one word to describe security around Eastside and Northside Elementary: tight.
Good to go this time. Thank you. All right.
Clinton police stopped drivers on Errol Drive throughout the day. If your name wasn't on this white list, officers turned you around.
Well, let's see if you're on my list. Oh, you got that driver there. That's what I want right there. Driver's license.
Security so tight that even Hattiesburg's mayor had to pull his ID out.
Well, hey, we were told.
We got to check everybody.
You're good to go.
Thank you.
All right.
It really is tight to get in here, huh?
Look, to get in the White House is even tighter, so this is not bad.
The White House only allowed a select number of students to see Michelle Obama in person. Those students were chosen by a lottery. The other students either went home with parents or were shuttled a block away to Clinton Park Elementary School, where they watched the First Lady on a big screen.
Ending job, I mean, just to hear her.
As you can see there, the kids at Clinton Park Elementary extremely excited just to get a glimpse of First Lady Michelle Obama at their school. Meanwhile, Clinton police waited on Arrow Drive the entire time to make sure that Michelle Obama got out of town safe. In Clinton, Tammy Eswick, 16 WAPT News.
And speaking of security, we just learned that Interstate 20 and Interstate 220 is jammed right now. It's being blocked off by police because the First Lady is headed back to the airport. Our coverage of First Lady Michelle Obama's visit to Clinton continues on WAPT.com. You can hear her entire speech about her Let's Move campaign on childhood obesity and see the First Lady's complete diet plan. And we'll have much more of Megan West's exclusive one-on-one interview with the First Lady at 6 and 10 on 16 WAPT News at 10. Well, Jackson State rolled out its plan for a new $200 million domed stadium today.
This is what it will look like.
The school says the one-of-a-kind facility will house sporting events, concerts, even NFL games. JSU is still deciding how to pay for it, though. Funding options include $75 million from the legislature, new tax market credits, and possible student fees.
Another direction.
Is this a worthwhile use of taxpayer money?
We think that many of the stadiums at state institutions over the past 50, 60 years have utilized state money, and so we also see this as a wonderful opportunity here.
And I believe that those students who are from out of state like myself put forth a lot of money and a lot of time to stay at this university, and I believe the money can be better used to help out the students and those who can't pay for their tuition.
The school is considering 4 sites near campus and says the project will take 3 years to complete. The Coahoma County Sheriff says police have recovered the body of a Clarksdale mayoral candidate. Investigators say they found 34-year-old Marco McMillan's car crashed on Highway 49 near Tutwiler last night. Officers say McMillan was not in the car, but crews airlifted another man in the car to a Memphis hospital. Crews found the body in a river levee nearby. No arrests have been made. New tonight, the Vicksburg police chief says he wants assault rifles for his police department. Vicksburg Police Chief Walter Armstrong is looking to buy AR-15 or AK-47 type assault rifles for his department. Armstrong says he wants his officers to have just as powerful weapons as criminals. The city will be accepting bids for semi-automatic weapons from licensed federal arms dealers. The city will pay for the weapons through the sale of over 200 confiscated weapons. Families of the Newtown school shooting victims and other mass shootings are in Washington pushing for tougher gun laws. As Sally Kidd reports, a Senate panel is holding hearings on reinstating an assault weapons ban and other measures aimed at keeping guns out of criminals' hands.
It was an emotional day for these families as senators heard testimony from the father of a 6-year-old boy who was killed in the Newtown school shooting.
He was brutally murdered. Sandy Hook School.
The father of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis pleaded with lawmakers to pass a ban on assault-style weapons, like the one that killed his son.
It's hard for me to be here today, talking about my deceased son. I have to. I'm his voice.
Senator Dianne Feinstein played a video showing how a semi-automatic rifle can be modified into a rapid-fire weapon.
Weapons designed for war don't belong on the streets of our cities.
Feinstein's bill bans assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines and expands background checks. Republicans on the panel say existing laws aren't being enforced.
When almost 80,000 people fail a background check and 44 people are prosecuted, what kind of deterrent is that?
That led to a testy exchange with Milwaukee's police chief.
Well, I want to stop 76. I want to finish the answer.
Well, no, I
want to stop 76,000 people from buying guns illegally. That's what a background check does. If you think we're going to do paperwork prosecutions, you're wrong.
Republicans argue the weapons ban would be a violation of constitutional rights.
But when you take away the guns that people have to protect themselves, law-abiding citizens are left unarmed.
Vice President Joe Biden, who's been leading the White House push for tougher gun laws, today urged state attorneys general to support new legislation. In Washington, I'm Sally Kidd.
The hearing was the Senate's third since the December 14th attack at Sandy Hook Elementary School that killed 20 students and 6 educators. A little progress to report tonight on the sequester showdown. President Obama will meet with congressional leaders on Friday. That is the same day that those automatic spending cuts are due to kick in. The White House said the president had a very brief conversation with congressional leaders today and hopes for a productive meeting on Friday. The White House has proposed a balance of spending cuts and tax revenue to offset the across-the-board reductions. But the Senate's top Republican said he won't back any new tax hikes.
The President looks forward to a conversation when he has this meeting that is constructive and that includes suggestions by leaders about how we can move forward.
Republicans have been calling for Democrats to work with us on the sequester over and over and over again. We're still ready to work with them to get something responsible passed.
Ahead of the meeting, the Senate will try to vote tomorrow on an alternative to replace the cuts, but it's not expected to go through. All right, it's time now to check in with my co-anchor, Stephanie Maxwell, who is live in Clinton. She was covering the First Lady's visit. And Stephanie, I know we're going to try to talk with you at the top of the show, but you got held up by the Secret Service.
Yeah, Darren, you're absolutely right. We were actually stuck in our live truck outside the elementary school. We did a story about how security was very tight, and that is absolutely correct. We were stuck out there, I would say, probably about 45 minutes. We could not get out of our live truck until the First Lady left. So right at 5 o'clock, we were given the all clear, and we were allowed back into this room. And this is where we actually got to see her for the first time. This is where she spoke to the media and also addressed some other dignitaries, state and local leaders who were here. Now, coming up later in the newscast, I know we're going to talk about some of the healthy lunches and some of her ideas. We're going to mention what she considers a healthy lunch. That is coming up later in our newscast. I'll send it back to you, Darren.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Steph. Well, folks, you probably noticed things look a lot different here in the 16 WAPT studios. Our new set that has been under construction for the last couple of weeks, well, it is finally completed. Let's give you a tour around there. You can see David over there. Of course, we have a state-of-the-art weather center to bring you the latest in our ever-changing weather. And, of course, where I'm sitting right now, we have the latest technology to cover breaking news and stories of the day. This new set is another reason that 16 WAPT, of course, is the one to watch. And you saw him over there on that other camera. Let's check in with David again. It seems like we're heading into a cold weather pattern, sir.
Boy, I told you today would be the best day of the week. Oh, it was nice. Look at the temperatures just to our north. Little Rock and Memphis, they are in the middle and upper 40s right now. Progressively colder, and the cold weather will peak this weekend. May even see some snow flurries. How about that for early March? All the forecast details are straight ahead.
Shiver me timbers indeed. It's been a whirlwind day for the First Lady in Clinton. We've got the scoop on lunch options she wants to see in Mississippi schools. And the Pope is stepping down. A look at the last public blessing from Pope Benedict XVI. You're watching 16 WAPT live at 5.
The Associated Press Best Newscast in Mississippi and an Emmy Award for Best Newscast in the Southeast region. This is 16 WAPT News, the one to watch.
Come into Captain D's for one of our newest $4.99 full meal deals, like our lobster bites and shrimp meal, now served with new D's dipping sauce. Or try our fish, lobster, and shrimp, or fish and shrimp. For full meals at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
This is Nissan Now, featuring the all-new Altima with Safety Shield Technologies and class-leading 38 MPG. Shop our most innovative lineup ever. Score big savings, like 0% APR on popular models, like the all-new Nissan Altima. Shop at ChooseNissan.com. Time's running out. Get here now.
He's back on the warning track. Bottom of the ninth. He shrugs off the sign. Against the wall. Bases loaded. Looking for one he likes. Oh, what a grab!
Academy Sports and Outdoors is your one-stop baseball shop with cleats starting at $17.99, baseball pants starting at $7.99, and great deals on all the top brands like Nike, Easton, and Under Armour.
It all comes down to this. And the crowd goes wild!
Get
Get lucky with a Go Green Machine giveaway only at Lady Luck Casino, Vicksburg. 4 guests will win $1,000 and 1 lucky winner will drive off in a new Toyota Prius. Join in on all the action Saturday, March 30th, only at Lady Luck Casino, Vicksburg.
This new Corolla is loaded. Moonroof, in-tune multimedia, even has a navigation system. And it's one of our newest colors in Barcelona.
I got my mother's eyes, my father's hands. And in about 10 years, I'll get my brother's Corolla.
Corollas last. 80% of Corollas sold in the last 20 years are still on the road. Take advantage of $1,000 customer cash or lease a 2013 Corolla L for just $159 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Come into Captain D's for one of our newest $4.99 full meal deals, like our lobster bites and shrimp meal, now served with new D's dipping sauce. Or try our fish, lobster, and shrimp, or fish and shrimp. For full meals at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
You're watching 16 WAPT News live at 5 with Mississippi's only Emmy Award-winning news team, Stephanie Maxwell, Darren Tito, and Weather with Chief Meteorologist David Hartman. This is 16 WAPT News, the one to watch.
Live look outside South Jackson, just a few high clouds, lots of sunshine all day. What a beautiful day it was. And on the Windward Bluff Sky Cam, there is a stiff breeze across the reservoir. Isn't that a picture? Almost looks like a painting there. Scattered clouds. And look at the wind pushing the water. The wind is primarily out of the west. 62, 32. See that 62? Don't think about getting that warm until sometime next week. Sun up tomorrow morning, 6:29. Current temperature 58 degrees, west-northwest 9, and we did see some gusts between 15 and 20 miles per hour through the course of the afternoon. Down we go. I've been talking about it all week that after today, temperatures are going to be taking a plunge, very cold weather pattern. The good news is it'll be clear tonight and good bit of sunshine tomorrow, so that may help take a little of the edge off the chilly air. It's getting close to March, just a day or two away. That sun angle a little better, so the sun getting stronger and stronger. Low pressure up over the Great Lakes, spinning its wheels, and as it does so, forcing cold Canadian air southward and just in the northern part of the map. 40s in the northern part of Mississippi up towards Tennessee and central Arkansas, and then you got the 50s and then 60s. It was a gorgeous day. 67 down in Macomb for a high temperature. And just to the north, look at how widespread the 30s are. Tomorrow they will be in the 20s. Increasing cold weather over the next couple of days. Temperatures will be trending downward. Tonight will be in the mid-30s, which isn't too bad since we were near freezing this morning. But look at the difference tomorrow. Knock about 10 degrees off the highs that we had today. 40s in Oxford, right around 52, so low to mid-50s throughout central Mississippi. That is a big difference from today. 10 degrees colder. So Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny. A strong flow of northerly winds will continue to pump the cold air in. A disturbance passes by on Saturday, and as it does so, Saturday looks cloudy, windy, temperatures in the 40s. Snow flurries not out of the question, or some sprinkles of very light rain as that disturbance moves through. How about that? Average high is 64. Look at those temperatures Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is chilly weather. You can use whatever firewood you haven't used. So 35 tonight. Northwest wind will be 10 to 15 tomorrow, and 52 degrees for a high. 32 tomorrow night, and then we start looking into the weekend. A blustery, cold day on Saturday. Friday, pretty chilly, but the sun will help just a little bit there. And there you see temperatures next week do begin to recover a little bit. A little disturbance coming through on Tuesday. That rain chance is only minimal, and the threat of just light rain.
Like the new dig, sir.
That's modern technology, so when we have bad weather, just be right on that with all the severe weather.
Outstanding. Thank you, David. What a treat for some Clinton students today. First Lady Michelle Obama brought her Let's Move campaign to a pair of Clinton schools. Stephanie is back out there live with all the excitement after this break.
This is 16 WAPT News, the one to watch. Live Storm Shield 16 radar is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi.